First of all, we're excited. We think it's great. We're found our home, and I think we've been talking about for so many years. We've been talking about where we were going to be, what conference we were going to be in. That's been going on for about 10 years, and for us, given our location, given our situation with the Big East. So we're just excited. It's good to be asking, what's it like to be in the ACC, rather, what conference you're going to be in. So we're excited about it. Who we're going to play. We're going to play the best teams in the country. That's what we were doing before. That's what we're doing now. So whether it be to a different part of the country, that's a good thing. I think we're going to find that. And I went down to the Duke game, the football game that we played a couple weeks ago, and we had a lot of Pitt people there at the game. And I think people are going to find that we have a lot of people, a lot of fans that have ties to Pitt, that live in this area, that live in this region, and that's exciting. And I saw that with the Duke game that we played down here. We had a lot of fans and people that lived down here and followed Pitt and moved down here when the steel industry closed down or whatever the reason was, and for jobs. And there's just a lot of history here or a lot of ties with Pitt fans down here. I think you're going to see more styles of play just because there's more teams, first off, and you're not playing each team twice. You're going to play them once. So you're going to see pressing teams. You're going to see zone teams, matchup zone teams, switching teams. You're going to see different things. I think it's going to make it better for us as programs too, because you're going to see all different types. I think the ACC has been mainly a man-to-man league. With our conference, you've seen every type of defense in the Big East. So I think that's the thing it's going to say, and it's going to be hard to label it. It's going to be labeled because that's what people got to do. They got to write. They got to have a headline. They got to have something to attach to it. But the reality is a lot of diversity in a lot of different styles in the Big East, and oftentimes we've been labeled and we've been far from what that label has been. We've been one of the best teams offensively in the country, offensive efficiency. The numbers surely indicate it. The people that do the analysis of it all show how good we have been offensively. Yet they'll if we're labeled, they'll say we're the physical defensive team, and the numbers would prove something completely different.
We have 3 returning starters back. Talk about where you guys are at the start of the season.
Yeah, I like it. Last year we were an inexperienced team on the perimeter. And now we got pretty much everybody back except Trey on the perimeter. So now we're all of a sudden, you go from one year to the next, you're probably an experienced team on the perimeter. And that's kind of how it works now in college basketball. 1 year makes you young to old, and that's the situation we're in. But yet our post guys, I'd say, are new, don't have the experience. We lost a guy, obviously went as a lottery pick freshman year, 1 year, one and done guy. So we've got to fill that hole, and I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it by committee. We won't have a 7-footer in there, but we'll have some good size. But I like our perimeters. I like our guards. I think we have some experienced guards, versatile guards, and good athletes all the way through.
Where do you guys fit in the ACC?
Our goals are high. That's where we're going to set them, and that's where they've always been set at. We just had to I guess, adjust our style a little bit, tweak it, and just go out there and play basketball. That's what you have to do at the end of the day.
Talibi said you guys are going to tweak your style. What's that mean?
Just, try to, play up-tempo game. I know Biggest was kind of physical, and but ACC is just, up and down, so it's going to be fun.
It's great to come with some familiar faces, but it's good to have also new faces to go along with the old faces. So change is good, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Years, depending on who you'd ask, there'd be some debate about whether the Big East or the ACC was the premier conference in college basketball. In your all's opinion, is there any doubt now that the ACC is the premier league?
It's definitely the ACC. With us coming and Syracuse and Notre Dame and then Louisville next year, it's kind of hard not to say it's the best conference when you add the teams that are already there. Now we just have to live up to it as a whole, get as many teams in the tournament as possible.
What's the one thing about Pitt basketball that ACC fans don't know yet? Just
being physical. We don't take stuff for granted. We come in, take care of business.
Just being able to grind stuff out when it comes to the end of the game. You think there's no fight left. I think we've been a team that consistently showed that we have a little bit of fight. We're going to fight until the horn sounds. That's something that Dixon just instores in us from day one.
Duke and Carolina have been the powerhouses of the ACC for so many years. Do you think you guys, Syracuse, and then Louisville next year can come in and hang with the big boys of the ACC?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what the move was about. I think it was just make the league as competitive as it could be, and I think moving us, Syracuse, Louisville, Notre Dame, and all them schools, I'm definitely going to give them two schools a run for their money for years now to come. So I think the ACC is definitely going to be a special conference.
Don't get it wrong. I think we big boys too, so they should. I think they should worry about us too. Just coming into the conference too. So it's gonna be a fun year. I'm playing this, all these exciting schools. I don't think we scared about any team. So we big boys too. So yeah.